you would have come across things called as guarantee, warranty. Okay, this is the most common term what they use, guarantees and warranties and all. That is, they assure you that after sales also, they do some services for you by refurbishing whatever is being broken in your things, the product which you bought, or servicing it and giving it. Mostly with electronics and all, you'll have for home appliances, you'll have guarantee and warranty. So more or less the same concept, only is conditions and warranties. Okay, so first they've said about condition. So condition, if you see, it is a particular thing which is involved in the contract of sale. So when you sell something, you may say, for example, you're going to a shop to buy your clothes. Okay, you'll have in your mind an idea of what you're going to buy. Correct. So you will go to that particular seller and you'll tell him that you need a chudidar. You need a chudidar of green color. It should be size 24 or 29 or whatever size you want. So if that salesperson gives you a chudidar which doesn't fit you, then it doesn't fit your condition. So whatever requirement you are telling them is nothing but your condition. So if your condition is not satisfied, you can cancel the entire contract of sales. That is, you can cancel selling itself. You need not buy the product. Okay, so that is the main thing about condition. It is a very important part of a contract of sale. So if a condition of a buyer is not satisfied, that particular sale or a contract of sale cannot happen. Right, so for that they've given you a small example over there. That is, A is buying a motorbike from B. Okay, imagine B is your mechanic and you're buying motorbike from him. So you're saying that my motorbike must give me 50 kilometers per hour and it must be blue in color. But when he is delivering the product to you, B gives you a green color bike with 50 kilometers per liter. Okay, the mileage is 50 only. So as per your condition, 50 kilometers is being met, but the blue color is not met. So what can be done? You can either cancel the contract or you can charge B to for the color which you require. Okay, you needed blue, but green is come. So what you can do is you can charge him the amount for repainting it, or you can make him repaint it and give it to you. Right. So if he doesn't do that, you can cancel the contract. So that is the main part about condition. On the other hand, if you take warranty, okay, warranty is a collateral, that is an secondary part, as how they have mentioned it there. Okay, so warranty, since condition is a main part, if it doesn't happen, then the contract of sales is not there. Warranty means even if it doesn't happen, contract of sales will go on. You cannot cancel the contract, but it is a secondary part of the contract. Okay, so if anyone is affected in a warranty, that is, you bought a mobile phone and they give you a warranty of 1 year for servicing your mobile phone. Any software damage is there, your phone is hanging or anything crashed, so they are changing it and giving it. Okay, you go to the service shop and you tell them that I got 1 year warranty, you have to change and give me. If that particular company is not doing that, you can claim damages from them for not performing the warranty. But the sale is not cancelled. You have bought the phone already, so the sale won't be cancelled. So that's the difference between the condition and a warranty. So condition, you can cancel the sale so that the condition is not being satisfied. Warranty, even if the warranty is not satisfied, it is only a secondary importance to the contract. It is not a very important part of the contract like condition. So you can only, as a client or as a buyer, you can only claim the damages, but you cannot cancel the contract. Right? So that is the meaning and a little bit of difference between condition and warranty. Basic difference between condition and warranty. So here first they've said about the meaning. So meaning, if you see, essential to the main purpose. This is the main purpose of the contract. If the condition is not satisfied, contract doesn't happen. Warranty, if you take, it is collateral, that is secondary only. Collateral in the sense we pledge something and we place our assets as collateral security, right? If we are not able to repay it, then they will sell our assets. So that assets which we place as collateral for any mortgaging is a secondary object. So like that only, warranty also is a secondary object for you. It is not a primary main part of the contract. Next is significance. Significance is importance of condition and warranty. So condition, if you see, it is very, very important. If you break a condition, the contract will get cancelled. But a warranty is only a subsidiary character, secondary again. So it will not cancel the contract, but you can claim only the charges. So the importance is given to condition more than warranty. Next is transfer of ownership. So ownership of the goods will not be transferred until the condition placed by the buyer is fulfilled. If the condition is not fulfilled, then the contract will be cancelled. If the contract is cancelled, the ownership will not be transferred. But here, ownership will be transferred even though the warranty is fulfilled or not. Okay, next we have is the remedy. So what kind of remedial measures you can take for these conditions and warranties which are broken. So if you break a condition, the affected party can claim for the damage, or he or she can cancel the contract. In a warranty, if you see, he cannot cancel a contract, but he can only claim for the damages. So that is the remedial measure, the outcome of breaking a condition and a warranty. Next is treatment. So what kind of treatment it is going to undergo when you cancel a contract and a warranty is breach of condition may be treated as breach of warranty. So condition, if you break it itself, there is no contract of sales itself. Then obviously warranty also is being cancelled. Here, breach of warranty cannot be treated as breach of condition. So condition is a requirement which you want, but warranty is not a requirement. So if you break a warranty, a condition is not broken over here. So that's a treatment between the condition and warranty, which tells us the difference between the condition and warranty. also. Next, what do we have is the different kinds of conditions which are there when you buy or when you get into a contract of sales. Okay, so they're called as implied conditions and warranties. So first we are going to see about implied condition. What is this implied first? Implied means it is there in the contract itself. So when you get into sale itself, it is understood that a buyer and a seller are getting into a sale, contract of sale. So that is implied. Without a buyer and without a seller, you cannot do sales, you cannot buy anything. So things which are basic and which is already there is implied. Okay, so here what are the conditions which are implied already there in a contract of sales we are going to see. First one, if you see, is condition as to title. So title in the sense ownership. So when the seller has the right to sell a product and the buyer has the required amount of money to buy the product from the seller and both are getting into a contract, it is implied, it is understood that the sale is going to happen and the ownership is going to be transferred from one person to another. Okay, so the example what they've given here is R purchased a motor car from D and used it for 4 months. Okay, so R is a buyer, D is a seller. He bought a motor car for 4 months. But after using it for more than 4 months, okay, after using it for more than 4 months, the 6th month, the true owner, that means D is not the true owner. Okay, the true owner is coming back and he proves himself that he is the owner of the car. So in that case, the buyer has to just return the car back to him because he is not the owner anymore. The true owner has come and proven himself that he is a true owner. He has to return the car to him, go back to D who has sold the product to him, and he can claim his damage. That is, he can get the price back. So that's what naturally happens, which is implied, which is understood. Right. Next is condition as to description. So description means the explanation of the product which is given in the product. So any contract of sale, any product which is being sold, it is understood when there is an explanation given for the product's usage. It has to imply, that is, it has to work according to it. Buyer, when you buy the product, if the product is not according to the description, then it is implied condition that you can cancel the contract. So if the particular sale is not according to the explanation given for the product, the condition is considered to be cancelled. Right. Next, if you see, is sale by sample. So certain new products if you take, they'll give you samples to use the product and see. Okay, and when you use a product and see, you are very much impressed with the product and you want to buy the actual product. Samples are always free of cost. They don't charge you for any samples which they give you. Okay, so you want to buy the product. And when you buy the product, it is not as same as a sample, then you can cancel the contract. So it is an implied condition that whatever sample that particular product's company is showing you, the product also must be the same as a sample. Right. So here if you see, the conditions what they have given there, three they have here. The bulk of the goods must correspond with the sample in quality. So the actual product what you're buying, the bulk production what they do must be same as a sample what they give the buyers. Then the buyer should have a reasonable opportunity of comparing the bulk with the sample. So the buyer must have time to compare it and get back. Okay, so reasonable amount of time, that is opportunity for comparing the actual product with the sample which they have given. Next is goods must be free from any defect rendering them unsaleable. So sample will be very nice. It will be packed in a small packet and everything. But actual product when you buy, if the actual product is not in a saleable condition, then your condition is broken. The implied condition is broken. Definitely they won't take up, a buyer or a customer won't take up a sample product which is in a good condition and an actual product which is in a bad condition, right? So the condition that the product has to be in a saleable manner has to be fulfilled. Next, if you see, is condition as to quality of fitness. Okay, so quality of fitness, if you see, any product you buy, the quality has to be according to the requirement of the buyer. Or for example, fitness, if you take, let's take a dentist. Okay, you go to a dentist and you ask him to fix your fallen teeth, to give you a false teeth. Okay, so without taking any measurement or anything, he just randomly makes a teeth for you and tries to fix it inside your mouth. Will it fit? Definitely no. So there what you'll do, you'll tell the dentist that it is not fitting my place where the teeth has fallen. So please make me another one, or I don't want that teeth. So you'll cancel the sale itself, right? So fitness in the sense, for what that particular good is being used, it has to fit the reason for it. If it doesn't fit, then you will not be able to use it. Therefore, the contract will cancel. So here they've again given three purposes over there. The buyer has made known to the seller the particular purpose for which he needs the goods. Right, so for what you need the good, you are going to make sure that you communicate it to the seller. Then the buyer relies on the seller's skills and judgment. So certain products and all, it won't be available in the shop. So you will explain it to them in the product where the person, both of you have not seen the product, or you don't have a picture to describe it or to show it. So you just describe the product, and on the basis of the description which you give, the seller judges a product and buys the products and come. Okay, again, if it doesn't fit the condition, you are going to cancel the contract. Next, the goods are of description which is in course of the seller's business to supply. So the goods which you have asked for mustn't be way out of the supply. For example, you go to a provision shop owner and ask him for a chudidar cloth to buy and come, means it is not his normal course of business. Okay, so it mustn't be like that. Next is conditions as to merchantability. Okay, so merchantability is same like your description, condition as to description only. It is an requirement in a sale where the product must be in a complete saleable condition. Okay, so if the product is broken or dent or a scratch, definitely we won't buy it. So it must be in a quality, a particular product must be in the particular quality that the buyer can buy it. Okay, if there is a scratch or any kind of defect in the product, then definitely the condition is the product is not in a saleable conditions. Therefore, I'm canceling the contract. So, the any contract if you take, it must be, the product must be in a saleable condition. Next we have is condition as to wholesomeness. So wholesomeness in the sense, there down they've given you a nice example. Okay, it's milk which they buy. F bought a milk from A. Okay, and the milk was contaminated with, they said typhoid. Typhoid fever germs were contaminated in that milk. Okay, F's wife is taking the milk, drinking the milk, and she is affected due to it. Okay, so what can be done is, definitely, if once he comes to know about the reason that because of the milk only the F's wife has been affected by typhoid, then F will go to A because A is the person from whom he bought the milk, and he will ask for the damages. That is, he will definitely go have a fight with him or her and tell her that he or she has given the affected milk, contaminated milk to the F, right? So that is wholesome. Good must be wholesome, pure, and in a good condition to use it. Next we have this condition implied by trade usage. So here it must be for a trade. It can't be for a charity. So the quality, the fitness, the wholesomeness, the description, everything falls into trade usage. So it has to be a product which is traded by the seller to the buyer with a certain condition, the implied condition. So that is condition implied by trade usage. So here if you see X sold certain drugs by auction. Okay, and in that auction they say that it is a particular procedure to mention if anything is defective or any condition is there that you have to take the drug in this manner, or you have to eat it after lunch, eat it before lunch, and all the descriptions to be given, you have a time slot for it. But it is just ignored and they don't give any description for the drug. Later, the person who bought the drug found it to be defective. Then in that case, he can claim the price from the person who has sold it. Right? So that is one of the implied condition in this particular contract of sales. Next, what we have is implied warranties. So warranties again is only the secondary part of it. The contract will not get cancelled. That's what we learned about warranty. So when you get into a contract of sale, what kind of warranties are already there in the contract is, first one they said quiet possession. So for example, okay, a buyer is there and a seller is there. Okay. If like how we saw condition as to title the same. Okay. A buyer buys a car from the seller and after using it for 6 months, they come to know about the original seller means the buyer can go and claim the damages. So that is nothing but a warranty which is implied there in the contract. It is not only a condition, it is also a warranty, right? So here he can go back and claim for the damages, or he can ask for another car or vehicle or whatever product it may be. So that is what is quiet possession. So if whatever the buyer has bought, the product is being disturbed by another person, a third party, then the superior has a right, that is, the person has a right to claim the damages from the particular seller. Right, next is free from any encumbrances. So encumbrance is damages or burden of contract. So again the same thing. If the buyer has got the product and is being disturbed for any reason, then the damages can be claimed as per warranty. Right? So you buy the product, and after you buy the product also, a third party or the company itself comes and disturbs you saying that please come and bring back the product. You're not going to use the product and it is not for you and all those things they say, then you can always claim the damages. So any burden attached along with the product is an implied warranty that you can claim for the damages. Then you have is warranty in the case of dangerous goods. So if it is a dangerous goods, for example, let's take usage of acid. The seller doesn't enclose that particular liquid, the acid mustn't fall on your skin or make contact with your skin. He ignores that danger and sells it. Okay, and when the buyer faces any problems because of that, then he can go and get the damages, claim the damages from the seller. Right? So, in case of any dangerous goods, there must be a particular warning given by the seller, which is an implied warranty. If he doesn't give, then he must be able to claim, or he must be able to pay for the damages of the buyer.